Um, I'm trying to think. Gosh, I say, you know, it's got to be one for Jensen, but I'm not sure which one. Because I always get to, you know, make fun of him in such wonderful ways. But also, I have to say just something to mind. I love some of the more endearing names I get to call Cass too. Clarence. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's so much fun to say, and I guess it's not a total insult, but I just love calling him Clarence.
It's kind of me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi Rachel, I just want to start off, I'm a really huge fan of yours and I'm really nervous to be asking questions right now. So.
Well, I am a huge fan of yours for saying that and being that honest, and I'll tell you, I'm equally as nervous, if not more so, because there's more people, you know, staring at me. So, and that's a really cool quote, by the way.
Thank you. So I just want to ask, what is your opinion on Meg's relationship with Castiel?
I think that, again, I leave it open to anyone to contribute to or interpret. My instinct of what I think is that she's never quite felt things like that toward another being, person, whatever you want to call him. And I don't think she knows what to make of it. And I don't think she gives it much thought because it's a little bit disorienting. So that's where I think she is now. She just doesn't quite know. It's like the first time that a guy makes you feel something when you're like, you know, 6 years old, and you're like, what is that? He's a boy, he's gross, he has cooties, you know, and I don't know beyond that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey Rachel. I've been lucky enough to speak with Chris Kane about the movie Hyde, and it was obvious that he had a great time filming it. Would you please share a bit about your experience filming Hyde?
Absolutely, I love hearing that. I still, like, I get a giddy little smile hearing that because I had so much fun. It was probably one of the best experiences of my life. We shot in Argentina for a whole summer. Which is just a beautiful place filled with beautiful people, and Chris was so much fun to work with, and we worked on a lot of stuff too. He taught me so much about like fight choreography and everything. So he was like a brother, you know. Just it was an amazing relationship and so much fun. He was so much fun to work with, and. Yeah, it was an adventure. And Betty was one of the coolest characters. I've been lucky enough to get to play some really strong, sharp chicks like Meg and like Betty. And I had so much fun playing with her. She just doesn't, and both characters, I think, do not give a about anything. And things. And there's something so free doing that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey.
I actually have two questions.
Okay.
First, I was wondering if there were any differences between working on the set of Californication and working on Supernatural.
I got to wear more clothes working on Supernatural. Generally, that torture scene, which I was very surprised about. But no. I have to say I've had, I think, more fun working on Supernatural. It's just, everyone was so nice that I worked with on both shows, but I have to say there's something really special, and I think that everyone's been working together on Supernatural for so long, and in Canada, and I think it kind of encourages this family-like environment where everyone looks out for each other and cares about each other, and it's so nice to work in that world with those people. So yeah, not just pandering to you guys, I honestly probably have more fun working on Supernatural.
And I was just wondering if you had any stories from the set of Californication, because because I really like that show.
It was a great show. I don't know. I was so, to be honest, even though I was playing a competent character, I was really nervous a lot of the time because I was really on to show up for work and, you know, take off your clothes and get your butt slapped. I don't think I have anything funny, but I be silly most of the time. And that's what I think they think maybe I felt were sexy or cool, like my character, but really I just felt ridiculous and silly and like, you know, slapping my own butt. Yeah. So,
Thank you. Hi. This is a little embarrassing, but you are stunningly beautiful. I'll just say that.
Well, thank you very much.
But also, people have touched on this before, like my question kind of got asked, but there is kind of, some people have noticed there is kind of a divide between, you know, like, you know, and Meg 2.0, your Meg, and do you think that had to do with, you know, the loss of Lucifer, her, you know, the way she went through the whole foiled apocalypse, and because she comes back and she's kind of like willing to sort of help the Winchesters, and then, you know, her whole cast interactions. So do you have any opinions about that?
I do. Well, first I want to acknowledge, it's just really cool when someone gives compliments freely and says things like that. I try to do that with my friends and stuff, and that was thank you. Because I don't think any of us wake up and look in the mirror and go, I'm beautiful. You know, so it's really nice to when someone acknowledges you. Secondly, I do Meg was probably kind of destabilized, and I think that when she said to the guys that she, you know, you're loyal, and you know, it was written better than I'm saying right now, but basically that you pick a cause and you get behind that cause, and Lucifer was taken away from her as a cause, and I do think that she was a little bit uncertain and a little bit lost, and she was actually being honest, which is strange for Meg. But, you know, I think that is what occurred, and I do think she's not necessarily good or bad, she's just, you know, she is. She just is. And I feel like with the show in general, the more and more people get to a truth where that they are what they are, and you know, then you're made up of the decisions you make. But I am.
First of all, I just kind of wanted to say that you're my favorite Meg.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't really like her, and then you were cast, and I just got like really excited. Kind of like feeds off of that question. Now that Meg doesn't have a cause, I mean, she's kind of been like the stereotypically evil demon. But then she had that thing with Cass, and now she's helping out the Winchesters. Do you think that there's a chance that she'll develop as kind of an ally, or if she'll kind of move over to being evil, because I know her and Crowley don't get along, or do you think she's just going to sort of stay like lone wolf?
You know, I think that anything is an option. Not just because I'm not writing it, but because I think, you know, honestly, she's a volatile character, and she could go any direction. And I'm as excited as you guys are, I guess, to always to find out. And I never know, and I'm just grateful for what I do. And I think whatever the next, thing that they do with Meg will be awesome.
Do you have a direction that you'd like her to go in?
Not particularly. As I said, I really trust that everything they've done is so great, and I enjoy it. So I will say I do like being kind of a bro. I like the direction that they've taken, and a buddy with the guys. I like being just because, it feels nice, but.
And my friend was wondering if you'd be willing to say that we're going to having Clarence on.
Okay. I'm trying to, now I'm really self-conscious. What's can you tell me the exact line?
Where Cass is stuck in the ring of holy fire and you're kind of teasing him, and you're like, we're going to heaven, Clarence.
I honestly don't remember how I said it.
You kind of had like a twang. It was really funny.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You're helping me out. I'm like, please, someone help me. We're gonna. I don't know how I said it. I can't. I would if I could, but you know, it's very funny because I run into this sometimes when I go back to loop something. Sometimes when the sound isn't good, you go back and you say the line again. You have to match your own intonations, and I'm constantly baffled. I'm like, how did I say that? I can't repeat that. You know. I can't replay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Hi. There are a lot of stories of Jared and Jensen pranking everyone on set. I was wondering if you had any stories of them pranking you.
You know what? I've been pranked.
Okay.
I don't know if it's that they don't like me or they like me more. No. I think they're a little, like they're respectful and, you know, sweet, and there's certainly a good amount of joking around, but I have never been pranked. Yeah, or they're waiting. There is a grand prank coming my way at some point. There is that. I am pretty scary.
I just wanted to know if you had an opinion about the way that Meg dresses, and if you could dress her differently, how would you dress her?
I like the way they dress her. I think the wardrobe people are really good. I will say, I don't quite get the demons never like the magical world of I don't know how it works really. The magical world of wardrobe, and when, you know, whatever, like somehow is it fake? Is it not real cloth? I don't know. So maybe I'd enjoy wearing a different outfit. But.
Hi. I was wondering, even though Meg has been around longer than like any other villain on the show, we've never really found out much about what happened to her before we met her. And I wondered if you had ever made up any theories or stories yourself to kind of help you figure out why she has the motivations that she does.
I have a vivid imagination, so I can kind of, you know, go off and riff on that. But also, I had a curiosity, which is, I guess I found out Azazel, I don't think it was her biological father, just her father, her creator. And at first I thought, well, maybe he was her biological father, in which case she's actually an angel, because Azazel, biblically speaking, was a fallen angel. This is how much of a... I actually had a question the first time I was flame. I was like, if I fall into it, do I burn up like an angel because am I part angel? But I don't know, I was told no, so it was wrong.
Hi. My question is, if you were part of an episode of Supernatural where there was a body swap, what character would you portray?
Oh, wow. I don't know that I love playing Meg. I get the coolest lines. I'd say one of the guys, because I like kicking butt. So if I don't get to be Meg kicking butt, I'd probably be either Sam or Dean. Yeah.
Hi, I just want to say welcome to New Jersey.
Thank you.
If you had the opportunity and the immunity to do anything you wanted in New Jersey, whether it be find Jimmy Hoffa or punch Snooki in the face, what would you do?
Well, I think the audience is voting for punch Snooki in the face. Gosh, if I had immunity, I have no idea. Again, geek. Like, I think New Jersey and I think Thomas Edison. You know, so I'm like, I'd go back in time and work with Thomas Edison. I don't know. Okay. But you know, I do like that everyone likes punching Snooki, so.
We're on the casino.
Okay, yeah.
I have 2 questions to ask. And if you don't like them, you don't have to answer them.
Okay.
First one is that torture scene you mentioned when you were strapped down. You weren't really undressed, were you?
What was that?
You weren't really undressed under the straps.
Well, partially, as you know, to be. I'm trying to remember what I got, but it wasn't much. There wasn't much room to hide things.
That same episode, Lisa Collins pushed you against the wall and kissed you rather passionately. How many times?
I was close for that.
How many times did you have to do it to get it right?
You know what? I don't recall. No, you know, I will say it's a funny thing, but I think when you're acting, you're often thinking more technically. I hate to say it, but you know, it's like I was thinking about the time it took, and you know, am I doing everything right? Am I landing in the right place for camera and things like that? As much as all the guys on the show are attractive people, they were also all married and all these things. So there's like a part of me that just like shuts off. I don't think of them in that way. But it was a fun scene to shoot. Certainly not bad on the eyes. So.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey.
Let me start off by